Hello and welcome to this demo where I will create an employer dashboard and show you how you can post jobs, view job applications received, and how you can use the outsourcing module in Search App. So let's begin by creating an account. Let's click on join, and through this form you have to click on employer, and now you can create an employer account. I have already created an employer account, so I will log in that here. Click on sign in. So this is what the employer dashboard looks like. At the top we have the name of the company, and on the right side we have the option to go to the website home, or we can check our notifications. In this drop down, these are the latest notifications, and to view all of them I can click on this button to go to the notifications detail page. So in this we have all notifications, general notifications, notification related to the recruitment, and related to outsourcing. Okay, so let's begin with the recruitment process, the recruitment features in the system. So we can post job through this form. I can post job, for example, Python developer. I will add location, for example, remote. Number of positions, I want to hire two resources for this. Experience, I will write 2 to 3 years. Minimum degree level, bachelor's. I don't need any supporting documents at this moment. And for job type, I will click on full time. For salary, I can add an exact amount using PKR or US dollars. I can add a range, minimum or maximum, or even I can leave it as unpaid, or even mark it as market competitive. Okay, and then I have to add skills. Now skills are very critical in this job post because our system uses skills along with many other fields in this job description and the candidate profile to shortlist the best possible profiles for the employer. So I will add Django. The candidate should have experience of, for example, 2 years, and he should be currently using it. Done. I can add more skills, for example, Django REST framework. Let's say again 2 years and currently using. I will add Python, again 2 years, and let's do currently using. Now in this description box I can add whatever description I want. I can add headings such as requirements, and in the requirements I can list my requirements such as requirement number 1, requirement number 2, and so on. I can also add responsibilities. And now the good part is that this text box is completely customizable. You can mark something as a heading 1 if you want it to look bigger, or you can change its style to italic, underline it, and whatever you want. Okay, and next up we have the option to add screening questions. In screening questions you can add different sorts of questions which the candidate will have to answer. For example, do you have a driving license? Because in many jobs this can be a requirement, such as on-site or field-based jobs, and I can select yes, I can select no, and just like that I can add questions. I can also require a file from the candidate. For example, do you have a passport? Again, yes or no. And I can also require a file from the candidate such as the passport copy itself. Okay, so in this case when the candidate comes to answer this question, he will have to upload his passport as well. Okay, so I can see that file required passport copy. Now I can post this job just like that. Okay, the job is posted. I will receive an email on my company account. I also received a notification here, job posted Python developer, and now I'm redirected to this screen where I can see all the jobs I have listed so far. This is the latest job, and let me take you to a job which has some applications. I can also search jobs here. So for example, I can do React. So these are some React related jobs I have posted. And okay, so this is actually the good part about the system, about this screen actually, because you can do so much on just staying by just staying on this screen. So on the top you can see that these are the pending review applications. I can review all the new applications. We have the date, the name of the candidate, and we can view the profile just by clicking this button, and we see the profile of the candidate on this page. So we have the skills, the languages, his education, certification, trainings. He hasn't added anything. His work experiences, what sort of job types he's open to. We can also see his phone number, so his email address, his location, and if you want to talk to the candidate, you can click on this chat now button to chat with the candidate within the system. No need to get out of the system for anything. Now, when you are reviewing a candidate, sometimes you want to give some sort of a rating or remarks. So for that, you can click on this button and you can give him a rating out of 10, maybe like 5 or 7, and you can also enter remarks. For example, the candidate looked, no, maybe I can say that the profile looks impressive. Okay, so these are remarks that are only limited to you. No one else is going to see them. I can submit it, and now in order to check them, I can click on this icon to see the remarks, or even I can update the remarks. Now sometimes you are kind of like confused whether you should hire this candidate, you should conduct an interview or not. So for that, you can set the status to maybe. Now, by setting the status to maybe, the candidate is transferred to this part, the maybe section, and in there, even there, you can schedule an interview with the candidate. So, for the interview, you can select the date, you can select the start time, the end time, the mode, is it on site, then you have to enter the location. If it is remote, then you have to enter the platform such as Google Meet or Zoom, whatever you like, and then you have to enter the meeting link and any message you want to send. So just like that, you can like schedule an interview with the candidate. Now let's move back to the pending review section. So in the pending review section, you can also schedule the interview from this portion, and once you have scheduled the interview, then the candidate goes into the upcoming interview section. In the upcoming interview section, we see all the candidates that are have upcoming interviews, and once you miss in an interview, that is transferred into the interview conducted section, sorry, interview missed section. And when you conduct an interview and you change the status to interviews conducted, then it is transferred to this section. And finally, when you change the status to, for example, you want to hire the candidate, you can click on hire, and this is just a template, and this will be the text that will be sent to the candidate in the email. So you can click on this, you can write whatever you want, and when you hit send, the email will be sent to the candidate and his profile will move to the hired section. Similarly, if you click on rejected, then you will have the option to write another email whatever you want, and when you click send, the email will be sent to the candidate, and the profile will be moved to this rejected section. So that's how the recruitment process works in Searchapal. And let me show you how the jobs look at the front end for the public. So I will go to find jobs, and I can see these are the jobs listed. We have jobs from different companies of different domains. We have software IT related jobs, we have sales and marketing related jobs. So we've got many jobs available in Searchapal right now. Okay, going back to the dashboard, now I will show you how you can use the resource outsourcing module. So basically the concept of resource outsourcing is that if you have any free like idle sitting resources, then you can outsource them to other companies. So you can display idle sitting resources, other companies can view your available resources, choose a resource, send hiring request, and then you can decline or accept that offer. So let's go to the dashboard, and I can see search resources. Currently we have 3 resources listed. uh, so let's say I want to hire someone that has skill of AWS. So I can search AWS. Okay, no candidate available for AWS, but we have for this one. Okay, so we have one skill that has Amazon Web Services skill. I can click on view resources button, so this will take me to that company's detail page. Simco ID is the company. I can even chat with them using this button, and I can see their about information. Now this is the listing of their resources. This is resource number, resource ID 3. His designation is software engineer. This is his hourly working rate. And if I want to send an outsourcing request, I can, yeah, I can also see their skills in quite detail. And if I want to send them an outsourcing request, I will check this checkbox and click on this button. So now I can see that resource ID 3, this is the candidate, this is the resource I am sending out request for. I can select the starting date, let's say from tomorrow till 22nd of my engagement hours. I want to add 50. Yeah, so it's telling me that I have selected outsourcing for 5 days, so I cannot enter more than 40 hours because it's usually an 8-hour day. So I have to select, let's say, 40 or anything below 40. It has also calculated the resource total cost for me, and the proposed rate. I can propose a rate, for example this for 600 an hour. I can say maybe like 500, and then I can just simply send the request. So just like that, the request has been sent. Now I can view in the outsourcing request section the requests I have sent. So this is the request I just sent. This is the duration, the resource rate, total cost, the proposed rate. The status is still pending. I can also withdraw this, or I can wait for the other company to accept or decline this offer. So let's say if I want to withdraw, I can click on this button. Are you sure you want to withdraw? Yes. So just like that, I can withdraw my request. Similarly, on the received section, I will see the resources request that I have received. And now I don't really have any resources added right now. Actually, I do have added one. So if I want to add more resources, I can click on add new resource. I can fill in these forms to add new resources, or I can duplicate my existing resource. So if I go to see the detail of this resource, I can see his skills. He has not been outsourced before. So what duplicating does is that it brings in the skills of that person, so you don't have to add the skills again. And if the resource had hiring rate, the hiring rate will also be duplicated in this one. The designation is duplicated as well. So this really makes it easy for an employer to add multiple resources to the system within seconds. Now on to the company profile. As an employer, you can add your logo over here by clicking on this button. You can update your information. You can add some sort of introduction about your company, and you can also update or add your company brochure. So that was about the resource outsourcing and the recruitment demo. If you have more questions, you can reach out to us. Thank you.